Smith, there is a cool yellow bus looking to bring a little more green into your life.
So Sprout is a 1964 Dodge short bus that was out in Linda, California for some time, and then found its way across country, and we picked it up for our shop. It's an amazing greenhouse, which I never anticipated it being. It keeps the plants at a really good temperature and the humidity inside.
Wandering Sprouts, as the business is called, pops up all over the place because, well, who doesn't love plants?
They just bring so much life into your home, and it gives you something to take a look at, check in with. You know, they clean the air. They really brighten a space. Yeah, my whole entire family is involved. My brother will help and do deliveries. My sister-in-law often helps out with the social media and interacting with people and getting plants ready. My significant other does all of the IT stuff, and a lot of times my 2-year-old does the watering.
They aren't just plant parents, they're also plant therapists, counseling the owners and giving advice.
One thing that we really strive to do is match plants with people's lifestyle and then also their home. So when Tiana and I are talking to people, we really want to find out where they're going to put the plants and what kind of light they have in their house, because we want them to be successful.
One of the first questions we'll ask is, okay, how much time do you want to invest in this? Are you going to water it every day, or are you going to water it every 3 months? So I love this one because, one, you can't kill it. It's called a sansevieria, a snake plant, or a mother-in-law's tongue. I don't remember the last time I watered this. It's in my upstairs hallway, and I'll walk by on my way to bed and think, oh, I'll get you tomorrow. It probably won't happen, but I love it.
It's surprising some of the kudos people give or the accolades. I didn't realize how much joy I would get after somebody sending me a picture of their plant in their space. My community has really wrapped their arms around us and is embracing our little mobile plant shop.
It's not hard to spot our next truck as it bops around its hometown of Nashua on the way to quilt shows around the state.
So we're big into repurposing, and that's the type of quilting that we do. Anything that can be sewn into a quilt is our expertise. So why not take a used vehicle, and this happened to be a Thomas's English muffin truck.
Follow the Quilting Bee is run by 2 close friends and quilters who are looking for a way to share their passion.
Patty had just turned me on to quilting, and I've always sewn. And so it was kind of a marriage of the love of quilting, the love of traveling, and then best yet to be hanging out with your best friend doing it. So
it's really a shop. I mean, it's a shop on wheels. Like, we don't carry everything that a standard quilt shop carries because we can't. We're limited on space, so we're really particular about what we do carry. But most of it is fabrics, right?
Yep.
And then a few handcrafted things.
So the truck, and now it's fondly called our she shed on wheels. We've had a lot of women come on board, and just the excitement from their enthusiasm. I don't think that we've ever seen a sour face come on board the truck to see what we offer.
In addition to being a mobile marketplace, Follow the Quilting Bee also serves as a place for the Patties to meet clients.
In addition to doing like quilt retreats and that sort of thing, we also do custom quilts, which is what these are. So you know what, we're all about storytelling, and we love to share our stories. And so the way that I got into quilting was my dad passed away, and he had a huge t-shirt collection. And I wanted to do something with all of his t-shirts. So I sat down all the grandkids, and I said, pick your favorite grandpa t-shirts.
You know, our idea is to take those memories out of the cupboard and bring them into everyday use, everyday life. So, and that's what kind of we do with our quilt designing.
And then the coolest quilt, at least for me, I had a gal whose fiance had passed away, and she said, I need to do something with all of his clothes. So I took his t-shirts and his pants and his dress shirts and his golf shirts, and I turned them into a Tree of Life quilt for her.
Pop-ups, quilt shows, retreats, girls' night. These quilt-loving business owners just want to share their passion and help you preserve your memories.
It's just, you know, we don't have to have an excuse for getting together and hanging out, so. And it's just, you know, we feed off of each other. Again, it's the companionship, it's the idea sharing, which is truly a big part of quilting.
On Island Pond Road in Derry, there is a pink bus that's turning heads.
It used to be a mobile record store. I turned it into a fluid art paint party bus. And as far as I know, there's nothing else like that in New Hampshire.
Tree Michaud is an artist who pours her love and passion, quite literally, onto her canvas.
YouTube was my teacher. I started doing this in 2017. I love fluid art because you can find different creatures. Like I see a frog, you can turn it. If you get sick of it, you can turn it another way.
She even uses the dried paint splatters or skins in her jewelry, finding beauty in the entire process. Now she's sharing that love with people looking to unwind, relax, and have fun creating.
People are coming to the bus to have a social interaction together, teach them to breathe and slow down their life and create something beautiful. I just love the shapes. I love the shapes. I love seeing what happens. Just let it do its thing.
She insists fluid art is something that anyone can do. Her big piece of advice?
Some people are like, oh my God, am I doing it wrong? And I'm like, no, just take it down, relax. It's perfectly fine. That's exactly how it was supposed to be. Let it go, let it flow.